members who are present here, the construction of a 2-classroom block in Omulala Primary School in Soroti sub-county. The company that constructed that project is called unpaid Contractors and Suppliers Limited. And this is the contractor who does more than 3 projects. And we are very much aware that that contractor is attached to the district chairperson. How comes that the construction of a classroom block in Omulala was awarded at 125 million? In the same subsequent financial year, there was a construction of a classroom block taking place in Amoroto Primary School, and it was done at 95 million. But we are aware that the district chair convened a meeting and instructed that the money must be added to that project. In the name that the contractor was saying that the rates of the materials had increased. But we are very much aware that when you sign an agreement with an entity, to review it, it is you who has consented that I'm accepting to do these works at this rate. When you look at the construction of an OPD in Ochokshan in sub-county, in Ochokshan Health Center 2, the contractor was awarded a construction of an OPD at 159 million. But at the same time, the construction for an OPD in Awukot was awarded to a different contractor. But it was awarded at 115 million. Where is all the other money? And it is still the construction of Ochokshan is the same company, Open. That we are very much aware is that for the district chair. And what we have realized is that the district chair, all that money that becomes a supplement, like in Omulala, over 30 million compared to the 95 million a contractor is doing in Amoroto, goes to the district chair. So we are very much aware that, chairman, you want to contest as an MP in Dakabela County. But as per now, for the 5 years you're here, you are chairman for the whole of Soroti. We cannot allow you to start taking projects to Dakabela, swindling money in the name that you want to accumulate wealth for campaigns. We shall not allow. We want you to respect this council and respect your dignity and your office.
A budget is a legal document, a legal framework that guides the operations of council. And I want to tell you, the chairman before you, that the chairman signed the budget. He signs and signed. That means consent, that the content is legal and is approved by council. But it is the same chairman who is turning around to offend the budget by allowing CAO to implement activities that have not been approved in the annual budget. The law is very clear. I can quote Article 191, clause number 3, that stipulates that no local government can incur any expenditure which is not approved in its annual budget. It is further amplified under section 82 of the Local Governments Act, subsections 1, 2, and 3. It is the same chairman who now allows CAO to divert the budget. I will give examples. I've cited it in my motion there. Renovation of RDC's office. Members, you realize that the RDC is supposed to be facilitated by the center. The RDC's activities cannot suffocate the operations of the local government. The CAO goes as far as even facilitating the RDC in terms of fuel, our fuel that we allocate to facilitate departments, and even paying its allowances. The RDC is fully facilitated by the center. The law is very clear in subsection 3 of section 82 that in any activities by RDC, the center should send funds to attach to the implementation of that activity. But these people are not following the law, and we are very strict about this. I must assure you that in this district, even if we lose one ball gum, we are going to make noise. This time we have reached a stage where we cannot accept this anymore.
You see, my brother, you're my brother. I want you to know that you not be a bad man, but the people you want to connive with are going to cause you problems. And I want to request you that forget about the past elections. Whatever happened in the past election, you forget. And also don't think too much about the next election. Think about the 5 years you've been given to be LOC 5 chairman. For you, I've analyzed you. You're not a very bad person. But think about the past election and forcing the next election is going to cause you problems. Do you know why? You have that hangover of elections where you have individuals that you think did support you, including me, that you want to punish. You have also worked with the CAO to start interdicting people just because the powers to interdict are with the CAO. So because the CAO is your friend, you selectively interdict people. You are aware you interdicted the DHO. Up to now, we have asked why was interdicted and how did he come back? It's not explained. You have gone ahead to interdict Engineer Chung because of unconditionally. Did they say unconditionally or they say indefinitely? Now, on the issue of Soroti City School, we're there with you. You said the cameras are not working, the air conditioners are not working, the field was dark. All what you mentioned, according to what we are receiving as intelligence information, the project manager was not a Chung. You have also entered these wars of identifying people who supported you during election and people who can support you to fight other people. This you may stand up and try to bring stories, but that is the truth in your heart, you know it. There are people you've blacklisted here in this district that you have said, as long as I'm chairman, they will not work with you. Even to me, you've told me that you will be following as long as I'm chairman. You've told even to me. So this thing is what is causing you problems. And for us to have respected you on attempt one, that this is our brother, is from Soroti, is our chairman. That's why we want you now to become our very good friend by us moving the CAO as a team. Then we continue enjoying this district of ours without that CAO. You see, so the issue of interdicting people anyhow leave, the issue of punishing people anyhow leave, you leave. And this engineer Alex is a very big thief. He's going to cause you problems, Mr. Chairman. Me, I want to be very straight. Anyone wants to arrest me or kill me, I'll die once. You have believed in the engineer Alex, you have believed in stealing money. All this what Honorable Gwan is saying is true. Mr. Chairman, you are aware that OPED is doing more than 3 contracts. And the truth of the matter, you may come and explain, but OPED is your company. Yes. You may come and explain whatever way, but OPED is your company. Then the speaker also here. You people know Honorable Natu. He's the former district councillor. He's the best friend of the speaker. From primary, he used to roll in from Matrabuis like this. And that company is called the PAN. It is for Natu. Former district councillor, the best friend of the speaker. That's why the speaker even has the audacity to put, you are the whole speaker of a district, you don't have integrity. You put on a t-shirt of a contractor who competes with other contractors in your same district. You don't have integrity, Mr. Speaker, sir. You move around the entire district on panu, and that is the contractor you're eating from. We are not saying you eating is bad, but Mr. Chairman, you have overeaten. You have overeaten. And also, if you want to eat with us, if you want to eat well, let us also eat small as you eat big. You want to eat alone. You're eating alone. You cannot have 4 contracts. The speaker has 3 contracts. Ladies and gentlemen, in our contracts here, anywhere you see PAN, the director is called Natu Patrick. He's the former district councillor. He's the best friend of the speaker from primary. So everywhere you see PAN, the speaker has a percentage. Anywhere you see your pen, the chairman has a percentage. Chairman, you see when you have a plate of meat, you as a chairman, you pick 5 pieces. Give us 1. We shall not, but where we shall struggle, we shall all pour. We shall all pour. Why we are bitter here, there are other reasons, but eating is the problem also. People have come to eat alone, to steal alone, to siphon alone. You want to become MP. The speaker wants to become LOC5. We are aware. Even us want dispositions. But you're not going to steal from us because you want to contest. You're stealing a lot of money. Now, paid, variation, all paid. A contract of 92 million, then you add 30 million in it alone. You must have the courtesy to say, councillors, there is 30 million, have 200, which I say the chairman is working. You eat alone, you die alone. You die alone. So there is no explanation you're going to give here, chairman, for us to know you're eating, for you organize yourself, start eating with the members. Last but not least, if you don't want with the contracts, eat alone. If you want to steal the fuel, eat alone. But our allowance is pay us. We are demanding you 1.6 million. We shall not approve the budget without each person getting his allowance of 1.6 million. I beg to submit.
Local government. I'm so much aggrieved in the way that the propaganda that the top officers leading district have circulated in my constituency is causing for me a very serious problem. On the day of the so-called launch of the district headquarters, I was present myself. But in the course of honorable members who came there asking me for guidance to take them to the hotel to take some lunch, public announcement was given that I have joined another launch in Arapai. When I came back, I had a lot of questions from my people whom I represent. And wherever I move around my constituency, I get a lot of attacks, life threats, which had made me uncomfortable. And it is the chairman who is guiding people who are propagating the propaganda against my name in my constituency. I am not happy with this, and due to the same threats, whenever I try to move anywhere, I get a lot of challenges. So sometimes when even I go and do some bit of monitoring, I have got some of the challenges in my area, of which whenever I report, there is no any action taken. Like the project of Adamasiko, I am very much more aware that they have even dig the line of water and they have covered some part of the section without putting the pipes. Now my people called me reporting that, Honorable, tomorrow they will say that we have stolen the pipes. You come and confirm, and I have moved and confirmed from Ameni Polok, the pipes has not been installed to some of the section they have dug. And I don't know whether the engineer who was in charge of doing this activity was aware of the kilometers he was supposed to cover. On the day when I moved for the monitoring, I asked for the visitors book I wanted to assign as the member of the constituency that represent where the project is. I was denied to sign. And for these matters, it makes us uncomfortable, and we have believed that it is the CAO who has failed to manage to give the technical guidance to this district. So for that reason, we are calling upon government to say that they reallocate Mr. CAO. We hear the man called Muramire, but he's never unavailable. And also on the same blame of saying that I have signed the agreement to remove the district headquarters from Katine to Arapai, that they have paid the 10 million. That is the message circulating down there on the ground, which I don't know. Someone can even receive $1 million and all people will be aware that this person is having money. What about now 10 million? How can they fail to detect the 10 million from me? Mr. Speaker, you are very aware that during the time of voting of Katine, I was the first person you gave opportunity to defend the Katine. Then today, I'm the very person they are saying that they have paid me 10 million to sign another agreement. I don't know whether from which corner. So for this reason, I am not happy with the propaganda some of you are propagating. I beg to submit.
On issues of council, Honorable Bob said there is a recording. One, that there are a team of councillors to be paid. And then two, there is a recording that he is most likely not to be in council. If that recording is there, then probably you're lucky if you have got the recording. The law allows the speaker, this one you're aware, any content, the only person who has the authority to discipline a honorable member is the speaker. Any contempt of council procedures, any, comes to the mercy of the speaker. So my brother, Honorable Bob, if you are aware that at any time, you abused any rules, any laws of council, then you must be prepared to be answered. I heard you talk of death, what? That one comes after. It is a must that all of us are going at a certain time when God has prepared. All of us. But I will never at any time be intimidated by statements that I leave the whole district to be a pool of fools. I can't. With the experience of over 10 years, I can never do that. That one I want to assure all of you. Whoever goes beyond the rules and the laws that are mandated by council, you are liable for dispute, whether you like it or not. That one, take it from me. On issues of PANU, actually, I would respond to Honorable Bagwani. Issues of local revenue, that comes and is the speaker, the chairman, and others who sit down and distribute the local revenue to themselves. I want to say it here. I have driven the car that I bought, not a government car, to come and give service for council or for people of Soroti. The whole of third quarter, I have not seen fuel, and we are in fourth quarter. But I come to office every day without fuel to ensure that the functions of council activities are ongoing. Assuming I was going to be part like you, who would also say, let me sit down, who would suffer? I'm aware the same scenario goes to the office of the LC5, where you have to ensure that you sell whatever you have to put the car right and to drive the car to office, just for the betterment of people that you serve.
A meeting of committee of administration, committee of council for administration and finance in this very place. In that meeting, many, apart from the members of the committee, many of the members of council who are here were part of that meeting. They came and attended that meeting because the law allows. And several of these issues were raised in that meeting, which I responded to. Issues came, and I advised the committee on what steps to take in respect to specific issues. Among other things, the issue of locking the CAO's office came up, and I advised the committee and other members present. I said, can we try to resolve these issues through other fora before you go to that level? Indeed, Chairperson, a number of recommendations were made by the committee, which recommendation goes to council. And I was satisfied that they have taken this advice. Surprisingly, this morning at 7:20 a.m., I came to enter office. I signed the book, but I could not go to office because the council had taken members of the council, some of the members of the council had locked the door to our offices. What I want to say at the moment, Chair, that we have the right forum where we can respond to these issues, which I have done, some of them are done to the committee on Thursday. These are repeat here. I would say
kindly, due respect, that we have, let us convene the right forum for us to address issues, for us to respond. To me, this one looks like a kangaroo setting, which will not prompt